Mrs. Shakespeare. Welcome to my crib. My name is Audrey Ney. I was born in Nashville. I received my BFA in musical theater from Long Island University Post, where I studied Chekhov and Stanislavski, Suzuki, Meisner, Laban, Lecoq. But Suzuki was something I really latched on to. I was able to TA some classes and started my own training programs on the weekend, so that's something I really hope to pursue in my career. We studied Greek text, Shakespeare text, postmodern, modern, contemporary. We also performed musicals, as well as did a lot of devising work. So I was able to take 2 of those devising pieces to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival and then one to the IUTA conference in Manizales, Colombia, which were amazing experiences. I'm gonna make some tea, if that's okay. I was able to study stage combat, and I was certified in unarmed hand-to-hand combat with the SAFD. I'm still certified. I took a lot of dance classes. I danced growing up, but at school I was able to train in hip-hop, African, jazz, tap, ballet. Really amazing classes. I also took voice lessons and musical theater classes. I also taught myself how to play guitar, and I write my own music. At school, I also got the opportunity to direct and assistant stage manage and assistant direct, write my own work, and all of that, as well as being a box office manager for a while, really prepared me for my first job out of college. I got hired by a Nashville-based touring theater company as their tour manager and an actor in their productions. We went all over the UK, the US. We ended with a 4-week run in Manhattan. I was also essentially the only employee of that company, so I had a lot of jobs. I was a stage manager, I did the lighting and the sets, and I drove the van, and I did the social media marketing. So that experience was really amazing right out of college. I have recently moved to Chicago, where I've been doing film work and theater work. So for my audition for you, I have prepared a Portia monologue from Merchant of Venice, an Isabella monologue from Measure for Measure, a Joan monologue from St. Joan by George Bernard Shaw, and On the Steps of the Palace from Into the Woods. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. I pray you, tarry, pause a day or 2 before you hazard. For in choosing wrong, I lose your company. Therefore, forbear a while. There's something it tells me, but it is not love. I would not lose you. And you know yourself, hate counsels not in such equality. But lest you do not understand me well, and yet a maiden hath no tongue but thought, I would detain you here some month or 2 before you venture for me. I could teach you how to choose right. But then I am forsworn, so will I never be. So may you miss me, but if you do, you'll make me wish a sin that I have been forsworn. Be true your eyes. They have o'erlooked me and divided me. One half of me is yours, and the other half yours. Mine own, I would say, but if mine, then yours. And so all yours. Oh, these naughty times put bars between the owners and their rights. And so, though yours, I'm not yours. Prove it so. Let fortune go to hell for it. Not I. Oh, you beast! Oh, faithless coward! Oh, dishonest wretch! Is it not a kind of incest to take a life from thine own sister's shame? What should I think? Heaven shield my mother, played my father fair, for such a warped slip of wilderness ne'er issued from his blood. Take my defiance. Die. Perish. Might but my bending down reprieve thee from thy fate, it should proceed. I'll pray 1,000 prayers for thy death, none to save thee. Oh, thy sins, not accidental, but a trade. Mercy to thee would prove itself a bawd. 'Tis best thou diest quickly. Light your fire. Do you think I dread it as much as the life of a rat in a hole? My voices were right. Yes, they told me you were fools, and that I was not to listen to your fine words, nor trust your charity. You promised me my life, but you lied. You think that life is nothing but not being stone dead. It is not the bread and water I fear. I can live on bread. When have I asked for more? It is no hardship to drink water if the water be clean. Bread has no sorrow for me, and water no affliction, but to shut me from the light of the sky, and the sight of the fields and the flowers, to chain my feet so that I can never again ride with the soldiers, nor climb the hills, to make me breathe foul, damp darkness, and keep from me everything that brings me back to the love of God, when your wickedness and foolishness tempt me to hate him. All of this is worse than the furnace in the Bible that was heated 7 times. I could do without my war horse. I could drag about in a skirt. I could let the banners and trumpets and knights and soldiers pass me and leave me behind as they leave the other women. If only I could still hear the wind in the trees, the larks in the sunshine, and the young lambs crying through the healthy frost, and the blessed church bells that bring my angel voices floating to me on the wind. But without these things, I cannot live. And by your asking to take them away from me, or any human creature, I know that your counsel is of the devil, and that mine is of God. And it's fun to deceive when you know you can leave, but you have to be wary. There's a lot that's at stake, but you've stalled long enough, because you're still standing stuck in this stuff on the steps. Better run along home and avoid the collision. Even though they don't care, you'll be better off there where there's nothing to choose, so there's nothing to lose. So you pry up your shoes, then come out of the blue, and without any guide, you know what your decision is, but just not to decide. You'll just leave him a clue, for example, a shoe, and then see what he'll do. Now it's he and not you who is stuck with a shoe in a stew, in the goo. And you've learned something too, something you never knew. On the steps of the